Hi guys, it's Colette. Excuse me. Welcome back to my channel. I have something to talk about today that I've been thinking about for a while, but I haven't known how to put it, or whether it was my job or not, or just really what to do about it. It was an observation that's come through my mediumship over the last 2 years. And there's some things that I've observed that I think need to be passed on, because I see myself as part of this community, here to involve you, but also to teach. So if I have this information, then maybe you should have it too. And we are a good close community here. And if you're here and you've watched the videos, you obviously have some sort of spiritual interest or some sort of spiritual gift. So that's why I feel happy enough saying stuff here. Right, the title of Can We Help These Souls? To put it in some perspective, I've been seeing spirits, hearing spirits, etc. since as long as I can remember as a wee girl. Those of you that have read my memoir will understand that. And I've been doing these mediumship sort of messages for a long time, sometimes in big platforms, sometimes through media, etc. And so we have here. Now, for the last few years that I've been doing the mediumship, you'll know that we get all and sundry through. They can be quite precise, giving their names, giving specific messages, all wonderful. And a lot of the time they indicate how they've passed, maybe their chest, or a suicide or whatever. So back to 2 years ago, when COVID struck, and there were a very major amount of deaths. At that point I thought, I understand that it can take souls maybe a year to get back, to be able to have the energy and the vibration to communicate. So I expected after about a year I would start to get some people indicating they'd passed from COVID. And that happened, but only very occasionally. And over the last year I've been expecting more, and because the mediumship is quite tiring, and obviously I would imagine hearing from someone who's recently over with COVID could be quite, I've always got myself ready for it, but it's not really happened. So over the past few months, when I've finished my mediumship and pressed the stop button, I've sat for a while longer and tried to feel or sense, where are these souls? Now, a lot of them are on their own journeys and they're fine. But whenever I try and move myself up, and remember I'm a shamanic practitioner, so this is kind of, well, I was a shamanic practitioner, I'm retired now, but seeking out souls isn't a problem, put it that way. But as I move towards them, I honestly wanted just to back off, because the only way I can explain it is there's a kind of murky, muddy cloud of being confused about why they passed, of anger, of upset. And I do believe, because this is a lot of soul energy, that what I'm sensing is that some of the souls, not all of them in any way, but some of the souls that have gone over completely bamboozled by why they just passed, of getting a virus, etc. I feel they're in a vibration that they're not trapped, but they're held by their own confusion. Now, if this were one soul or whatever, then I'd maybe been asked to take a soul toward the light, show them where they're meant to go. That's okay. One-on-one, that's still exhausting. But this is huge. And it's not everybody that's passed with COVID, I don't mean that. But there's now over 5 million deaths with COVID. And a lot of them passed in a confused, anxious, angry state. And that vibration isn't conducive to making their way to where they're meant to be. And the thing is, I feel that they're not meant to be in that state. They're meant to be moving forward towards the higher vibration where their healing can really, really start. Now, I know it takes a year normally for them to get back, so that's a normal year. And in their time, our time doesn't mean anything. It's hard to explain, but we're the linear ones. But all I know, and all I'm trying to tell you today, is that when I try to sense why I'm not getting the souls of a whole group of people, then I sense this murky, confused, angry, anxious, like cloud or layer, and I back off from it. Because it's much too much. So having this, I talked to Jim, my husband, and he was saying, look, your channel is full of very good mediums, empathic people, healers, shaman, light workers. You should be passing this on. Again, I asked another real trusted person, my sis, and she said, you know, I'm glad I've heard this because I want to help, or I want to be aware of this, so you should do it for other people. So that's why this has happened. I need to let you know that I think there's souls that need our help. I think whether it's a prayer at night for these souls to go towards their proper healing, whether it's healers that know how to send out distant healing to a group of souls, whether it's the shamanic practitioners that know how to even walk a soul towards the light. Any light workers can show light to these souls, and even just putting that light on the situation raises the vibration. And the vibration might only need to be raised a little for some of them to move towards their vibration that then will allow them to go fully and see their God, to go back to source and see where their healing is and what it was all about. Now, you know, in this channel, the one thing that I don't like is to be sensational. I word things carefully. I don't want to frighten people. And one of the reasons I didn't want to do the video is, but I didn't want anybody that had lost someone to COVID to think they're held in some sort of tired, anxious place. Because it's not all the souls in any way, but there are some. And I don't want to hurt or upset anybody, I really don't. But it is what it is. I know what I'm feeling, I know what I'm seeing. So, can we help these souls? Can we start by including them in our prayers if we don't already? I must admit I haven't. My prayers can take quite a long while at times at night, and I haven't been praying for them because it's been almost too big an issue to confront. But I will be. Can we send distant healing? Should we get together as maybe a live stream and try and do it at one time? Or are we better just chipping away at it ourselves? if you're a tarot reader, if you're a clairvoyant, if you're a medium, have you felt what I felt? Do you have more information on it? Because if I'm feeling it, other people will feel it. And you know, I don't surf the internet for answers for things. I always feel that I don't want other people's kind of expression to come into mine. So if I've got a topic, I give you what I know, and what I know has worked for me. And that might not be a complete version, but I don't go like Googling soul stuck or whatever. That's just not the type of person I am. I will only give you what I know and feel. So there might be loads more going on in this and I don't know. So I'd like you in the comments to tell me. Tell me if you're feeling the same thing. Tell me if you think it's in any way something that you feel is par for the course, that it could happen. Maybe people know that this happens after every big tragedy. I mean, can we imagine? I was going to say, can we imagine the Holocaust, which was maybe 6 million, but there's 5 million, but that 6 million were from mainly one race. So I don't know where I'm going with this, and I'm blabbering, and I didn't want to do that. I want you to ask the question of yourself, what do you feel about what I've said? Have you felt the same thing? Or if you haven't and you're now aware of it because I've told you, what do you think you could contribute if you wanted to help these souls? Now, I'm hoping that this reaches a lot of people on the channel. If for any reason it goes a wee bit wider and someone's watching this just now that wants to say, oh, COVID's a hoax, this, that and the next thing, please just keep your stuff to yourself. I've had too many family members hurt by this virus to even tolerate what you're saying. And I'm very, very much, have your belief, but don't bring it here, okay? And if that loses subscribers, so be it, because this is very real, and I'm seeing it here on the earth plane play out, and I'm seeing it in a sort of strata or layers above. So what can we do? This is probably part one of a 2-part video, but I need you to join in, and I need you to help me with it, please. And I know that you'll do it with love, and I know that you'll understand where I'm coming from. If even just alerting us or alerting you to maybe send healing, direct it, if that's what you feel you can do, then that's great. It's all going to help, I'm sure it is. And if you're sitting here saying, well, I can't do anything because I just like hearing my tarot, if you are on this channel and you are listening to what we're saying and you're joining in, you are either have a spiritual gift that you've not quite understood yet, or it's waiting to develop. So you can do this too, okay? You really can do this. So please, please don't think that this is too much. Okay, nobody's asking anyone that hasn't had shamanic training to do soul retrieval or a sense of soul movement. Not soul retrieval, but you know what I mean. So yeah, there's various layers that this can be done on, and some people will be stronger with prayers, with ritual, with healing, with distant healing, and others. So we all have a potential to play in this. So I really need your comments, folks, and I really need to know what you feel about this and what you would like, if anything, to help out with. Okay, I love you all. Thank you for listening to me, and many blessings.